So, what has been your overall assessment of election day systems and processes so far?
It's currently 3:20. It's still quite early to tell, but so far we have received various reports about the machine, about the conduct, about violence, about the situation on the ground. We have been regularly updating the media based on the reports we've been getting from our volunteers, from the hotline. So it's quite early to tell, but generally speaking, we are seeing reports from the ground on the elections, especially since it's the first time we're using this election system.
Okay, and what have been the most concerning reports from volunteers so far, if any?
Most concerning, one would be in BARMM in particular, the violence, and in Datu Odin Sinsuat, where the ACMs and the ballot paper were not allowed to be brought to the voting center. And then another would be in terms of count, we've been receiving various reports on votes being counted towards candidates they didn't vote for. So the what we've done there is we've received the report, made sure that they file the protest, take note of it in the minutes, and we also ask for a report so that we can escalate to COMELEC and look into it after as well.
How are the PPCRV volunteers and how are operations in the command center so far?
They are very tired. We started quite early, but I'm sure the teachers are way more tired with the early voting. But in terms of operations on the ground, they're as enthusiastic as always. It's just that it's very hot. I just came to vote, and seeing the volunteers and the teachers, I couldn't imagine being there for since 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So they're tired. And then overall, here in the command center, we've seen a lot of volunteers come in as well to help us with the call center and to prepare as well for the arrival of the ERs.
And how many volunteers are there?
Our estimate is around 350,000 nationwide. Then here at the command center, we expect around 1,000 per day to 1,200. Unlike in UST in 2022, the space here is quite limited, so we ask interested volunteers to sign up so that we are able to accommodate them, since there's very limited space and they won't be able to wait outside.
And just one last question. So, Rappler, we have a chat room. We have a voter hotline chat room in our app. We've been receiving some complaints of ballots being invalidated due to being overvoting. So we also got reports of sensitive automated counting machines that would invalidate a ballot due to stray marks or ink threads. Did you get any of the same reports, and is this a cause for concern?
In terms of the first one, overvotes, we have been receiving the same reports. It's the same to what I mentioned a while ago. It has been reported in various positions, meaning national, senatorial, party list, even mayoralty races, wherein people report that they only voted for one mayor, but an overvote was seen as the ballot was fed, so the vote for the mayor position was invalidated. In terms of the volume of calls with that specific issue, it's quite alarming, but on our end, what we want to do also is try to see why this is happening and what exactly these reports mean on the ground. So we've been asking around and looking into the specifics for each of the calls. And then on the second one, the second report that you shared on
Stray ink.
Stray marks, yes, stray marks. We've noted there were some calls. Some would be in terms of, well, it's hard to determine if it's voter negligence in the sense that we've gotten calls who said that the marker was left open. So when they placed the ballot on the table, there was a mark on the ballot invalidating it. We've also gotten reports of the stamp pad touching the ballot face. So once they fed it, it won't work. So we have received a couple, and perhaps that's something we have to look at with COMELEC, or COMELEC has to look at for the next elections, because given the space on the table for the EB, it is quite limited in the sense that after you place your thumbprint, you yourself would have ink on your hand. So it's going to be hard to handle the ballot, and it's going to be hard to make sure you place it in a place that wherein it won't get marks. But yes, we have received reports of that as well.
So, for PPCRV, is there anything that you feel like the next steps for those kinds of reports?
Next steps, we've noted all of those, escalated most to COMELEC. Also called back those who have reported to look into what steps they've taken as well locally, since yes, we take reports here, but we don't get to forward them as much since we don't have the data or the evidence or the reports themselves. So what we ask those who report to do, as they report, to share them with us as well, so we can help consolidate and forward to COMELEC for their action.